They say the right words can change everything, and Princess Charlotte's powerful speech has done just that. But what's William and Catherine's clever next step to harness her growing influence? This strategic move isn't just royal protocol. It's a glimpse into the future of the monarchy. After Princess Charlotte's strong speech stunned the entire nation, we have some news to share with you today, which is the strategic move that William and Catherine have made toward Princess Charlotte. An insider source claims that Princess Charlotte of Wales gave a dramatic speech that unveils the strategic vision of the Wales family, which has astonished the nation. The speech was delivered by Princess Charlotte of Wales, a magnificent public address delivered by Princess Charlotte, who is 9 years old and the daughter of Prince William and Princess Catherine, has succeeded in capturing the attention of the entire nation. The words that Charlotte spoke were delivered with self-assurance and linguistic skill, and they struck a chord that left many people who follow the royal family, as well as the general public, in awe when they were uttered. Not only do the capabilities of the young princess highlight her potential as a future leader, but they also provide a glimpse into the painstakingly researched plans that the Wales family has in store for each individual member of the family. The parents of Charlotte, William, and Catherine are tremendously proud of their daughter's incredible talent and promise, according to those who are close to the family relationship. A person with knowledge of the situation claims that Charlotte possesses a great talent for language and that her recent performance in both languages demonstrated a level of maturity that is much beyond her years. There are even reports that Princess Anne is looking into the possibility of bestowing the prestigious title of Princess Royal upon Charlotte. In the future, she will hold a position inside the monarchy, and this choice would be an indication of the trust that she has in that responsibility. In the following video, we will discuss the ways in which Princess Catherine and Prince William are making preparations for the future of Princess Charlotte, as well as the extent to which they are delighted with their daughter's capabilities. Princess Charlotte of Wales, who is only 9 years old, has aroused admiration and intrigue in the United Kingdom, as well as in other countries. Her most recent address, which she delivered in both English and Spanish, showed the audience that she possesses an amazing level of grace in both languages. By delivering this speech, she demonstrated her ability to become a future leader within the British monarchy. The occurrence not only marked a crucial point in Charlotte's life, but it also brought to light the attentive and forward-thinking parenting style of her parents, Prince William and Princess Catherine. Charlotte's parents are Prince William and Princess Catherine. Charlotte's future, her place in the ever-evolving monarchy, and the delicate balance between tradition and modernity that William and Catherine have attempted to build in their children have all been topics of discussion that have been ignited by this ceremony. The innate traits that Charlotte possesses are something that William and Catherine are particularly delighted with, according to many people who are close to the family. As a result of the announcement that captivated the entire nation, they consider her to be a symbol of the monarchy's capacity to adjust to a world that is constantly evolving. The address was regarded by observers as a blend of cultural understanding and adolescent self-assurance. It was the first time Charlotte had ever spoken in front of an audience in a formal capacity, and it was the first time she had ever done so. Her command of the Spanish language, which she had started to acquire before the age of 2, with the assistance of her Spanish nanny Maria Teresa Torreon Baralo, was on full display. She had began to learn Spanish when she was 2 years old. Not only did her speaking abilities impress people who witnessed her, but so did her capacity to keep her composure regardless of the circumstances. It was not enough for Charlotte to merely recite words. Dr. Harriet Croft, a historian who specializes on the royal family, stated that she was able to connect with her audience. The qualities that Charlotte possessed that would make her a future diplomat were her ability to articulate, her poise, and her comprehension of different cultures. It has been widely acknowledged that the relevance of the speech has been praised, despite the fact that the specifics of the message are classified. Numerous individuals who are interested in the royal family have made the observation that this specific event was notable for Charlotte and demonstrated that she was prepared to take on the responsibilities that came with her position. On the topic of pride, the parenting philosophy that William and Catherine have adopted for their children, it has been stated by a number of people who are close to the Wales family that William and Catherine were significantly impacted by Charlotte's performance. The couple has always taken a thoughtful approach to parenting during their entire journey as parents. They have been seeking to find a balance between the responsibilities of royal life and their desire to offer their children with a more traditional upbringing. A reflection of the attention and intention that they put into their efforts is the pride that they have in Charlotte's abilities. An insider who is familiar with the inner workings of the family has stated that William and Catherine are overjoyed to watch Charlotte come into her role with such self-assurance. Over the course of many years, we have been of the opinion that we ought to encourage her to nurture her personality and develop the skills that she was born with. Charlotte's upbringing has been profoundly impacted by Catherine, who is well known for her work in the field of early childhood development. It is something that she emphasizes on a regular basis, the significance of establishing a child-friendly environment that gives youngsters the opportunity to freely pursue their interests. Furthermore, according to the source, the fact that Charlotte is multilingual is significant evidence of Catherine's dedication to providing a well-rounded education. She has come to the conclusion that the most significant contributor to a child's growth and development is not only formal schooling, but also the experiences that the child has. William's method is complementary to Catherine's perspective, since it places an emphasis on principles such as accountability, empathy, and humility. In addition, William highlights the importance of these principles. In addition, a royal advisor stated that Prince William desires for his children to have an understanding of the significance of the responsibilities that they play within the royal family. However, he also wants his children to comprehend the significance of assisting other people and the necessity of exerting a great deal of effort in order to become successful. A lady who has the potential to become a princess royal. One of the most significant discussions that have taken place in the wake of Charlotte's declaration is over the possibility that she would be able to inherit the prestigious title of Princess Royal in the event that she happens to become the future monarch. Traditionally, the title is bestowed onto the king's eldest daughter, who is also the incumbent monarch. Currently, Princess Anne is the one who holds the title. A rising number of reports indicate that Princess Anne is contemplating the possibility of handing the honor to Charlotte, citing the latter's growing capacity for leadership. There is a long history of love and service to the crown, and the title of Princess Royal is more than just a ceremonial title. It signifies their ancestry. Should Charlotte be bestowed with the title, she would become the 8th princess to do so, joining the ranks of previous women who have been pioneers in their respective fields, such as Princess Mary and Princess Anne. Richard Fitzwilliams, a royal critic, believes that Anne's decision would be symbolic, as well as forward-looking in terms of the trajectory of the future. This would be a manifestation of the family's acknowledgement of Charlotte's singular role in connecting the traditions of the monarchy with contemporary principles. Keeping a delicate balance between grace and relatability is the public persona that Charlotte presents to the world. Charlotte, despite the fact that she is still young, has already demonstrated that she is capable of finding a wonderful balance between the elegance that comes with her royal ancestry and the relatability that has earned her the hearts of people. This is something that she has accomplished throughout her life. There have been glimpses of her growing self-assurance and engaging personality that have been afforded by her appearances at key events such as the Platinum Jubilee of the late Queen Elizabeth and the coronation of King Charles. In the course of the trooping, which was a color event that took place earlier this year, Charlotte's innate leadership talents were on full display as she gently accompanied her younger brother Prince Louis through the march. And Charlotte attempted to intervene and convince Louis to adjust his conduct to be more appropriate as he began dancing to the music. Louis is well known for his flamboyant antics, and Charlotte was able to convince him to stop his behavior. In spite of the fact that it was a hilarious event, it demonstrated the underlying sense of responsibility that she possessed. At the performance of the coronation, Charlotte made news when she enthusiastically shouted for her father, Prince William, when he was delivering his speech. With a look of utter pride on her face, she screamed out to her brother Prince George and exclaimed, "Look, there's Papa!" Charlotte's innate ability to engage with others who are in her immediate vicinity is brought to light by situations such as this one, which also serve to show the strong bond that exists within the Wales family. Charlotte's growing engagement in humanitarian organizations, as well as her compassion and generosity toward charitable causes. There is still another way in which Charlotte's compassion and feeling of responsibility have been demonstrated, and that is through her involvement in charitable endeavors. Her participation in a visit to the Baby Bank charity in Maidenhead, where she assisted her family in sorting contributions and selecting presents for children who were going through difficult times, is an example that is particularly remarkable. A member of the staff at a humanitarian organization stated that she was very thoughtful and engaged in the activities that she participated in. A genuine compassion for the families that they assisted was demonstrated by her. She considered it to be more than just a responsibility. It was a subject of personal concern. As a reflection of the values that William and Catherine have created, Charlotte's participation in activities of this nature is demonstrated. In their recent conversation, William and Catherine have brought attention to the significance of giving back to the community. According to Ingrid Seward, a royal biographer, the royal family wants their children to realize that being a member of the family is not about luxury, but rather about loyalty. This statement was made in the context of an investigation of the Princess Charlotte effect and its effects on the economy. Not only does Charlotte's influence extend outside the area of public and humanitarian action, but so does her influence. Charlotte Carroll, director of the Grant Scholars Program at Columbia University, it also includes the fields of business and fashion as its scope of influence. Her fashion selections have been the impetus for trends all across the world, and her ensembles are frequently sold out within a matter of hours. Both large and small businesses have seen an increase in sales as a result of the phenomenon known as the Princess Charlotte effect, which has had a considerable impact on the economy. The results of a poll conducted by Electric Ride on Cars indicate that Charlotte is the most prosperous of King Charles's grandkids, with an estimated net worth of approximately £3.6 billion that she possesses. Even while she was still a child, she had an impact on businesses that was comparable to that of superstars from around the world. This is the method that the Wales family uses to bring up their children, which is a reflective upbringing. A significant portion of Charlotte's achievements can be attributed to the attentive and well-balanced parenting approach that William and Catherine choose to employ. It was a deliberate choice on their part to transfer to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, which offers the family a more stable environment and a higher level of seclusion than their previous residence. This term has been repeated by Catherine in interviews, where she has stated that we wanted to provide them with the opportunity to develop and discover new things. An additional demonstration of this concept can be found in the curriculum of Lambrook School, which is well known for its emphasis on holistic development. Catherine's enthusiasm for engaging in creative play and activities that take place outside is another crucial component of their parenting approach. All of these activities take place outside. Her own upbringing in Bucklebury served as a source of inspiration for her, and she frequently involves Charlotte and her siblings in activities such as gardening, cooking, and other things that are straightforward yet significant with an eye toward the future. As the monarchy continues to go through a period of transition, the role that Charlotte plays is going to become increasingly significant. Her upbringing and ability put her in a position to play a key role in the heritage of the family, regardless of whether she becomes the future Princess Royal or becomes a significant supporter of her brother Prince George's reign when she becomes the future Princess Royal. A contemporary royal is someone who is able to bridge the gap between tradition and modernity. Her ability to speak two languages, her compassion, and her composure in public are all attributes that define a contemporary royal. Charlotte, as Dr. Croft put it, is a ray of light for the monarchy, according to what he had to say. She embodies a future that is all-encompassing, forward-thinking, and genuinely connected to the people. This is the future that she represents, remarks Decant, a princess appropriate for one living in the modern era. The achievements that Princess Charlotte has achieved in recent times are more than merely markers in the history of the entire world. They are examples of how a contemporary monarchy is coping to the obstacles that the 21st century provides. During the course of her upbringing, she developed into a young leader who is not only skilled, but also in a position to serve as a source of inspiration for subsequent generations. Despite the fact that she continues to captivate audiences and serve as a shining example of the values of compassion and service, it is becoming increasingly clear that Princess Charlotte is not merely a figure associated with the royal family. She is a symbol of the monarchy's capacity to bring about genuine change and to continue to be relevant over the course of history. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Please share your opinions with us, and for the time being, we will say our goodbyes.